let's go ahead and open up part 2 of Mirage Madness. And we are halfway through year 3 already. Okay. So yeah, we finished about 2.5 full years. So we're right at about halfway mark. Let's make sure we get our sounds going. There we go. Hopefully you guys can hear that. Let me bump that just a little bit. Okay. Okay. So, let's take a little tour of the park first, shall we? So, the way this park is set up is that that's right. The entrance is all the way over here. Come in, there's a couple shops and stalls. There's 2 different chairlifts, and then there's a tram. And then there's also a walkway underground. Come in right down in here. And you come all the way past through the desert and into where the oasis is. And so we've been building a fair amount here. We got a few coasters and several other rides. We got our jet skis open here. But yeah, we need to get... Oh, yeah, that's right. We only need 1,500 guests. That's right. Let's look at the scenario thing here. So the goal, or the objective, is to have at least 1,500 guests by the end of year 5, with the park rating of 600. We have practically a maxed out rating. We have a little over 1,500 guests already. And then we have about 2.5 years left. So maybe we will kind of just speed it up a little bit. But we will we'll work on expanding the park a little bit more so people come all the way down here. Why don't we build something out in here? The only thing is that there's not a whole lot of like gentle rides and thrill rides. I mean, we can always build duplicates of some of these ones. They're staying relatively busy, so I guess that's not a bad thing to do. Oh, that's right. Trying to look through the foliage a little bit. Too high. Oh, it's underneath that. Gotcha. Where do we want this? Do we want this over here? Maybe something like that. I wish at least if, like, because when you open up a window and close it, it resets the view. So I have these trees hidden, and then it went away. I wish at least if when it does that, it would deselect this button that's checked. But it doesn't do that for some reason, so... And having the keyboard here would probably help a little bit too. Okay, so we want... Let's see, it's already yellow. Let's do blue. And what we'll do... Okay, we'll connect that up. Yeah, we can bring on that. Do that. And then why don't we come across here? There it is. Oh, we need to go up one. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, see, it resets the view. But this button is still, it shows that it's still checked. Wonder if that'll be a bug or something that they'll fix in the future. Or they can have like a setting in the options to not reset that after closing certain windows. That would be nice, actually. But who knows? It's not a huge feature, so or that big of a thing. I don't know how many people actually use that option to wow, they line up real fast. I don't know how many people actually use this transparency options window. There's a chance that people honestly don't really use it very much, so who knows? Hey, how's it going, Connor? As soon as Bronson tried to turn on your stream, his phone died. And how old is Bronson's phone? How old is his phone? He needs to he needs a phone that has a bigger battery or something. How's it going, Connor? It's good to see you. How are you doing today? How was your day with Honest? Did you guys do anything fun? You guys go out anywhere? Don't mind me, I'm eating my old man crackers, according to Connor. So apparently with these balloons, there's like a 1 in 8% chance of you actually clicking on it and it'll pop when it's being difficult like that. I just watched a video. Just watched a video today from Marcel talking about balloons and how they work and how they pop. It's like 3 or 4 years old now. Mine is too. Battery only works to 70% capacity now. Oh man. Need a new one of those so bad. Old man Weathens, yeah. I know, the phone I finally upgraded to last year actually allows for that the MagSafe magnetic add-ons and stuff like that, attachments and stuff, especially with the case that I have. So I would love to get one of those MagSafe like battery packs that you can just have on the back of your phone and it just kind of sticks there and charges wirelessly. It would be nice. But I don't know. I'm not really in a place where I run out of battery as much as I used to, I feel like. Since I'm working at home more now. Our day was okay. She's been fussy all day, but we did the grocery store today. Nice. You guys finding what you're looking for at the grocery store? I know we kind of need to do that at some point too. Honestly, I haven't been to Costco in a little while. I'd like to go again. There's one thing that I really want to get from Costco, and so our cats, they do go outside, which is great, but you have to let them in and out, opening the door and everything all the time. And I really want to get one of those pet door panel things you put in your sliding glass window. And Costco had them last year because they're kind of expensive. And Costco had them. I was like, oh, that'd be great. We can get that from there, and it will be, you know, more affordable that way. And but they haven't had it. I would have thought that like summer would have been the time for them to have that. I haven't seen them, so yeah, I need to do a Costco run soon. But I always want to try to buy stuff I don't need when I go. I know, it's so easy, especially when things are on sale. It's like, how can you not? It's such a good deal. But yeah, There's always so many good things at Costco. It's hard to only get what you want, and there's always something that's jumping out at you that's like, ooh, look at that. Okay. For coasters, what have we built already? What is this? This is the suspended. I wish you could see their name here too. I know, yeah, when I was a kid, we had a cat door that my parents actually put in the wall. And it worked out really nice, and so he could, as long, like during the day, as long as we had it open for him, he could go in and out as many times as he wanted. There's a little rubber flap and everything. It worked great. I don't have a stand-up one, right? No. But I don't know. It's like we have vinyl siding, so I don't know if I want to put like a hole through the vinyl and all that stuff to do one that permanent. I don't know. I'm still debating a little bit because they're kind of expensive, and then you don't really get a great seal around your door when you have just like the insert thing that's in your sliding glass window. So I'm never ashamed to tell people I got a piece of clothing from Costco when someone compliments it. I'm not ashamed to get clothing from Costco even if someone doesn't compliment it. That's like where I get half my clothing, it feels like. It's great. And my wife is kind of jealous because the guys' clothes are always so cheap. And guys' clothes never like wear out. Like women's clothes, your guys' clothes just like wears out so quickly. It's like meant to disintegrate, so you have to buy more clothes. And yeah, they have great clothes. They've been, you know, maybe back in the day it wasn't that great. They used to always just be like pants, dress shirts, polos, and a few other things here and there, but they've really expanded the clothing they have, and it's great. I wish I could get dog door for Botan because she doesn't run off. But the big dog has to go on a lead or she runs off. Ah, that's too bad. Yeah, and you probably don't have a. Does it make sense to have like a fence around part of your yard or something like that for them, or that'd probably be expensive though too. Is this done yet? Yes. So, I know we're kind of on fast forward mode, but technically we've already met the requirements for the scenario, and we still have like 2 years left now, so I just wanted to kind of, we'll keep building, but I wanted to keep going through and wrapping it up so then we can play something else as well. I've had Bronson sweatpants from Costco all the time, just just so I can wear them too. You know what? I'm wearing Costco sweatpants right now. They're great. I was one of the weird kids that like didn't. I don't know. When I was a kid, I guess I wore sweatpants a little bit, but then I just stopped liking them. I don't know why. It's a weird kid. But ever since I got sweatpants from there, it's like, oh man, they're so comfortable. I love them. And I'm waiting for them to get them back in stock again, these particular ones. So I actually have I got a second pair a while back, and they're kind of like my nicer sweatpants, so if I'm like visiting my folks, I'll have at least a pair that aren't so, you know, worn and stuff. It's like, oh, these are my nice sweatpants as opposed to my just regular sweatpants. Yes, I know how silly that sounds. There's old deer fencing all around the backyard area from the previous owners, but we had them remove the section connecting to the house because it didn't match the rest of it, and it was very ugly. Well, maybe you guys would be able to get some new fencing at some point or something to kind of finish that off again and close that off. Went through a no sweatpants phase too when leggings became pants for girls. Yeah, I remember when like leggings were new, and that was when I was in college, and I worked at the rec center, and so girls would just walk in with those, and it's something that you normally like you've never seen before, and it just seems like you know girls wear tights for like gymnastics or like dance or things like that. It's like they're just wearing like tights. How can they walk around like that? And then, of course, now it's just super common. Oh yeah, whatever. Just yoga pants. Times have changed. Okay. Okay. Probably put some more food in a few places. Let's build a few, like, bathrooms and kiosks and things. Let's do some of that, too. There's a bathroom there. Let's do a bathroom here. We want to start growing a living privacy fence of plants along the side of the neighbors so we can't see them anymore. And I'm thinking it would be too bad to close off that one little section by the house so the dogs can run freely back there. Yeah. Yeah, I bet the dogs would love having space like that again. And then they can be there and you don't have to worry about them too. Yeah, because we were gonna have like a hedge all around our mostly around our backyard there, but then we've kind of changed our mind. We just went along the back because where our house is, our backyard faces we're on like the outside of a loop kind of thing, and then we have a road and we can see like the next loop of houses, and so we can see a lot. And that means that people can see our backyard really well too. And so it's like, oh, I wouldn't mind having a little bit of privacy or whatnot. So, but yeah, Mrs. Pickles, she wanted to have some what was it? She wanted to have like a rows of sunflowers along the side fences. Leggings as pants were so controversial when it started. Yeah, I remember that. They were so see-through back. Yeah, they were pretty thin. It's just like, and girls are always like, "Oh, they're just so comfortable. I just wear them because they're comfortable." It's like, yeah, that's right. That's exactly why. Mm-hmm. It's all about comfort. You think we're stupid? No. Now that Botan has taken an interest in squirrels, we really should close her in. I put on a long YouTube video of squirrels a little bit ago, and she wouldn't stop barking. Yeah, we used to have like YouTube videos of like squirrels and birds and stuff come up so the cats could watch it, but I don't know how much they really watched them in the long run. I don't know. I forget. Then we just kind of stopped. But, I mean, for a little while, they actually did really like them, so. Sunflowers would be so pretty, so cute, and Mrs. Pickles, yeah. Oh, man, we were like prepping the perimeter where all that's gonna go, because we've just had a lot of, like, grass and weeds and stuff grow in that area. And so, we have, like, a small tiller kind of thing. Cultivator, whatever you want to call it. But, I don't know, it's all right. It's on the smaller side, and so it's not heavy, and so it just kind of skips and jumps across the surface of the ground, unless you're like really forcing it in, or if the ground is soft enough, then it won't. But yeah, I was working with that today, and it was just really annoying, and it vibrates a lot, and so your hands kind of get all tingly, and I was ready to be done with that, and then like, oh, this is kind of working, but it's just like grabbing all the tall grass so I then had to get the weed whacker out and try to weed whack all the stuff first. Yeah, because my parents had a really good tiller that was much bigger, and it was like belt driven and everything, and it was like fairly heavy. It was at least twice as big as the one we have, and it worked great. I remember them using that when I was a kid. But yeah, this little thing is like pretty small, little 2-stroke engine, nothing huge. Bronson wants a good tiller. He's tired of turning soil with a shovel, but the heavy duty ones are so expensive. Yeah, I would just try to keep an eye on like Facebook Marketplace or something secondhand, because yeah, they are pretty expensive, especially if you're not using it all the time. Unless you can find a place that has like a good rental service that isn't too expensive. Because if you're not using it a ton, then if you rent it, yeah, it costs a little bit of money, but then you don't have to worry about like maintaining it. You don't have to worry about storing it. And then, you know, you use it once a year or less, depending on what you need to do. So, secondhand is smart. I forget about that. I know. Yeah, I don't have Facebook, so I don't have access to Facebook Marketplace. And so, Mrs. Pickles does, because she's done stuff for her candle business stuff. So she has a Facebook account. I think also partly because of Instagram. And so, I need to remember to like maybe use that to look and see if there's stuff on Marketplace that would be useful, because yeah, things like that would be good. Okay. I have a Facebook, but never use it, and I turn notifications off. Yeah, I had one, and I think it was close to like 2016, 2017 or something like that. And it's like, you're using it so much. I never really posted anything, and a lot of people it was at a time when a lot of people were like, we're gonna stop using Facebook, and I was like, I'll try that. And I did, and then it really wasn't that bad. And so I was like, oh, this is kind of nice. I mean, I did start using Twitter at some point and whatnot, and I tried Reddit for a little while, but stopped with that. But otherwise, it's been pretty good. I mean, I haven't really missed it, and it's just turned into everyone's mother using it instead of what it used to be of college students or younger people using it. I wish they had a separate app thing for just the marketplace, though. Sometimes I go on there and see people said something to me 6 weeks ago. Yeah, I just kind of like, I didn't delete my account, but I just deactivated it, or like put it to sleep or whatever. So Used to get my reels from there, but now I just get them from Instagram or YouTube. Yeah, I use YouTube now for shorts and stuff as well. Works out pretty good. Let's put a swinging ship here. This looks like a good spot. Tried to get into Threads, but the worst social media ever. Yeah, I didn't even try. I knew it wasn't going to be that good. And then also it's funny, the blue sky thing. It's like, we're going to be like Twitter, but better. It's like, well, that's probably not going to happen. Have fun. And you see all these people that are like, I'm jumping ship, I'm going to blue sky. And they're still using Twitter. But they're like, put their blue sky social profile in their as their name or whatever in Twitter. It's like, you're still here. I like how lush and green the park is. Yeah, I think that's one nice thing about this one is there's already trees, and so you can just. And one nice thing about this version of the game is that as long as it's not a tree that's like a special like scenery asset, it's just like classified as a tree, you can easily build over them and then they clear out of the way automatically. So base game did not do that, and so scenarios like this would have been like a nightmare because then you'd have to individually go through and like delete and remove all the trees and foliage and plants and stuff first. I need to use Twitter more, but I forget to get on there sometimes. Yeah. I don't know, for a while it was great for getting news because and just knowing about different occurrences and what's going on because all that fun stuff with the media. But it's gotten better. So it's don't have to worry about that as much now, but yep. Let's see. I'm trying to build another coaster here. Doing pretty good. We're halfway-ish through year 4. We do another go-kart. Where would be a good place for go-karts? So go-karts are in the middle, kind of. We could do something like back over here. There's a lot of good space over here. We just need to have a pathway come around and get through there somehow. I don't know if we can get underneath this or not, but we can at least build something over here. Ooh, maybe we can like... Can we go through this a little bit? Oh, is that in the way? Oh, that's right at 10 feet. Darn it. Well, actually... We'll go down. No, okay. Nope, can't do that either. Too close. Alright. Bummer. I was gonna say that'd be kind of fun to kind of weave through that coaster. I guess what we can do... Maybe we can kind of drive over it a little bit. It's kind of fun. And there's probably a lot of trees here. Yeah, there's a good amount of trees here. We don't need to do anything like that crazy. And we can just have it be a couple loops. Okay. How can we get halfway over here? Can we actually get through 16 carts? Do 2 laps. Can we get a normal pathway under here? Ooh. No. We're stuck on that. Can we? Nope, can't go through there either. What if... Oh, I see. We can do that. Perfect. Okay. But honestly, one of the major things for me using Twitter nowadays is for streaming and stuff like that, and staying connected with you guys and other streamers and just gaming news and things like that. So I kind of wish that they had at least some special track pieces or something like that for the go-karts. It's not a whole lot of interesting things. You kind of have to rely just on like scenery. Which, I mean, isn't terrible, but it's not the most exciting. But, I mean, at least there's a lot of good trees here, so it makes it a little more fun. Want to go go-karting? Yeah, man. Go-karting is so much fun. We do have, like, one of those kind of, like, family fun center kind of places near us. And they've got go-karting and mini-golf and a few different things. And we've gone to do mini-golf. And... they have like an arcade thing. We did a little bit of that, just kind of wandering around a little bit. They have some bowling there too, but I think it's like they're shorter lanes and they're like on strings, so it's more for like kids. But yeah, it'd be fun to do go-karting. Maybe we'll have to try and do that during the summer sometime. There's some kid in our neighborhood who has one. I've seen him riding around here and there once or twice. Like, man, that'd be fun. Haven't done that in years. Yeah. That's why even though you would crash, that's why they have those like bumpers around your go-kart. It's like the whole place is lined with tires. Just for people like you. No. I think there's a real track mostly for grown-ups in the city here. Yeah, where I used to live, there was a go-kart place that was actually mostly indoors, and then it was like a warehouse kind of thing, and they had big warehouse doors that would open. They have like an outside section as well when it was nice weather out. And you could be going pretty quick on those. I mean, you could be going, I think, between 10 and 20 miles an hour, maybe, or so. Like, people would go and do, like, post really fast lap times and stuff and everything. It was a lot of fun. You'd have a whole, like, jumpsuit you'd put on. You have, like, a headscarf thing that you put on. Probably mostly to keep the helmets clean. And they'd give you like gloves, I think, too, and you know, you had to watch the training videos and all this kind of stuff, and it was a lot of fun. No, for real, it's for people like me. But yeah, go-karts are a lot of fun. I always enjoyed those as a kid. I remember when I was a kid, I went to Legoland, and they had like it wasn't a full-on like go-kart thing, but it was like, it kind of let you drive around, but it was like for kids, so it was really, really slow and kind of dumb. But you could get your driver's license at Legoland, and so I did that when I was younger, before I was old enough to get a driver's license, just for fun. But let's see, what else could we build? Oh, we never did a water coaster. This one looks pretty cool. Splash-tastic. What if we built something like this, like right here? Right on the water. Legoland driver's license is legit. Yeah, tell that to the cops. They didn't laugh when I pulled that one. Nah, just joking. Alright, let's test this one out. Imagine getting pulled over and pulling that out and be like, don't worry, I'm officially trained. I've got my license. Has like a little Lego face on it, and they're like, either you pull out that or you pull out a Blockbuster card and be like, oh, we know how old you are. Okay. You were an active Blockbuster member? Yeah, you're really old. Are we there yet? Okay. I bet people really like this one. Try to expand people around a little bit. This is a really long. I think that queue line is way too long. Okay, that's plenty long. Not the Blockbuster card. Don't pull that one out. Now you're gonna make me feel old. Oh yeah, I remember the days before we even went to Blockbuster. We had some other. You always had that like other video rental store in town, or you had the ones like at the grocery store. And actually, one of the funnier things though is the other rental store that we went to eventually turned into a Blockbuster. So, like, okay, I guess we're going there now. I mean, I kind of remember renting some stuff from there a bit. Of course, always on VHS, because that's what there was. It wasn't until it had turned into a Blockbuster that DVDs came out. And then we had some other kind of mom and pop like game rental store that we went to before, and then that closed down. So then we rented games from Blockbuster as well. But yeah. Blockbuster came around, and all those turned into adult video stores around here. Oh man. That's too bad. I think we had a couple of those here and there, but I don't really remember them, so that's probably a good thing. This looks like a pretty fun coaster as well. I bet even more people would wait in line if we made this line longer, but if you have queue lines too long, then people will be in line for a really long time and then they'll just like complain. I think it's so weird Honest will grow up and never have to sit in front of the TV for 10 minutes rewinding a tape, irritated that she forgot to rewind it last time she watched the movie. Yeah. Or she won't have to go to a video rental store to watch something. You'll just pull it up on... Oh, you want to rent it? Just pull up Amazon Prime and rent it from there, or wherever you rent your movies from. Oh, you want it? We'll just buy it. Here, click. Okay, we got it now. Now it's... Oh, we have to wait for it to download or something like that. But I guess with those movies, you don't download them, you just stream them, so never mind. Oh yeah, this one. Multi-diver. Would this be something kind of cool to have over the water? It'd be kind of fun to have over the water. You go up one. There. Okay. I remember going to the library to borrow VHS tapes. Yeah, we did that a lot too. Apparently you can do that and get DVDs. Apparently you can even like borrow books and movies digitally now from the library. I don't know how that works. I've never tried. But like even some libraries even let you like rent games or whatnot from there. I think that's kind of one of the weirdest things. But hey, you know, whatever. If it works. But yeah, I remember renting or borrowing, technically not renting, I guess, borrowing videos and things like that all the time. Went to the library a lot when I was younger. We since we're homeschooled, so yeah, being over water, then it's like they're coming down, we're gonna splash. Actually, it'd be kind of cool if you could kind of do that, but have it go like underground, like have like a tunnel going underground for it to go through. That would be pretty cool. And this way, this shouldn't interfere with the people on the jet skis either. Okay, we filled out a good amount of the park. I mean, that's a little, about half or a little more. It's looking pretty good. We got tons of money. We're just, and we have no loan. We've got a little over 2,000 people in the park. So we did River Rapids already. We can do Log Flume. Ooh, that's huge. Yeah, let's do one of these. We got so much room. I never build one of these, like, large ones. Too high for supports, huh? Could do it like right here. Kind of fine tune it a little bit. Okay. All right, trees, get out of here. Oh, okay, so this is like 2 in 1. So follow me here. You start here. Follow the red track. This goes around. And this will go all the way around until it comes in right here to this other queue line. Then it turns yellow, and then you follow the yellow. And that'll snake around until you get down here, and then comes right back. So, so we could do the entrance here, and then put the exit there. Put the entrance there, and then the exit like here. That way we have how many boats? Oh, we need way more than that. It's a lot of track. We'll do 40. Are they synchronized? Why would they be synchronized? Maybe we can let a few of them through first. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, now we synchronize. Wait for them to go through all the way. And then now they'll go together. Okay, and while we wait for that, we want to get a pathway from here somehow. Okay. What height are we at? We are... Let's see it. Negative 15, and the other one's negative 20, so we gotta go down 1. There. Okay, so that's that. Okay. Let's see. Did they make it? They did. Did they get... No, they haven't even gotten to the end yet. Oh, they haven't made the full cycle to get back to the first queue line. Okay, so that's... Those are the exits. We could go under. Oops. Something like that. Alright, they're just showing up now. Very high excitement. That's cool. Okay. That should keep them happy. Ooh, we could have a walkway. Go across here. There we go. Now the park is just a little bit more connected. Always nice when you can do things like that, so it's not a maze for people to have to wind around to go places. Here, let me turn the people off for a second. That. And that. And that. There, now I can see. Hey, look, it's Kathy. Welcome in. Good to see ya. How's your day going? How was school and internship, work, whatever it is? Days suck today. What was so bad? Hey, Chetty. You want to say hi? Kathy, do you want to see Cheddar? There he is. Is it? Meow. You want to play too? Hmm? No? Ah, gotcha. Say hi to Kathy. Okay. He says hi in his own special way of just rubbing his face on the microphone. Okay, so looking pretty good there. Are they spaced out well enough here? Maybe we do like every 10 seconds. Or here, let's do 12. Wait until they start kind of like piling up just a little bit. And then we'll see. I got an important test tomorrow. What class is your test in? Macro. Another macro test, huh? Alright, they're starting to finally pile up a little bit. How far are you along in your semester? One is worth more though. Ah, gotcha. You got this. You're smart. You already say so by the fact that you say that you don't have to study or anything like that. About halfway. You're not smart. I don't know about that. You seem pretty smart. There's a difference between being dumb and just making dumb choices. But no, I think you're pretty smart. I think you got this. What's the topic? Let's see. What else do we want to build? I feel like we can do something else over here. Maybe do another coaster. What have we not built? Is there any kind of compact wooden coaster? That one's kind of cool. It looks like it's probably kind of big though. I mean, this could work. Got a lot of space here though. There's many, but it all comes down to the ISLM model and the OADA model and inflation. Not sure if I remember those models. Trying to think if I remember it. Stuff like that. It's been a while. Not sure if I remember them either. You just need to take notes in class instead of watching Colo Colo games. You watching too many Colo Colo matches? You don't pay attention in class again. Let's see. We can actually branch off of this. Okay, there's that. We'll just have this go all the way around to connect up. There. Cool. Alright, is this done yet? Yes. Hey, Pixel Sharky. Thanks for the lurk. Good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you are doing well. Do better when you're learning on your own. Well, can't you just, don't they just give you, like, the topics? Or the, or whatever the, that the chapter or the section is covering, and then you can just look those up on your own to study or to read about? Or do they have, like... I know sometimes with classes they'll have, like, unique keywords they use, and if you don't use the exact right keyword in your responses on the test, then they'll dock you, even though you're, you know, following technically and answering things correctly. You're not just using the right verbiage. That one looks like a circular structure in Rome. Oh, the Colosseum? Yeah, it's got a lot of these helixes in here. Let's change the colors a little. Oh, we need to first... A lot of people are losing their balloons. There. Can kind of blend in a little bit more with the trees. You read the... So you read the guidebook. Is that enough to kind of go through and understand and kind of self-teach you through the guidebook? Because even with guidebooks and stuff, sometimes they're just not enough on their own. There's a lot that, like, the professor will mention and they expect you to know keywords and phrases. It is enough? Okay. Yeah, every professor's a little bit different, and sometimes it's just like, you gotta know my way, or else you're wrong. And it's just like, come on. Like, they have the biggest ego that they need to keep inflated, and it's like, come on. You're just a college professor, that's it. Okay, let's put another cash machine. Can do another balloon stall. People are obviously losing too many balloons over here, so they need to be able to buy another one. I got a 78% in quantitative methods for business, aka statistics. You know, when I was in college, I had a business statistics class and a separate quantitative methods class. And I took the quantitative methods class, I think it must have just been the spring semester. I don't think it was quite summer. Maybe, I don't know, it might have been a summer session, but I don't remember. But I really enjoyed that class. I actually did really well in quantitative methods class. It was professor that we had, everyone loved him. He was great. And he made learning fun. And we had a good time in that class. You want a balloon? What color balloon do you want? It's an okay class, not bad, not great either. Pretty basic. Green? What color green do you like? Oh my gosh. Book of Gaming. Here, we'll give you that green. Welcome in. How's it going, my friend? How was your stream? How were the turtles treating you tonight? Here, we'll turn that down just a little bit. Good to see ya. Roller coasting. The Fuzzy Pickles. Thank you for the raid book. I appreciate that. Those of you who don't know me, I am Fuzzy Pickles. I'm a Christian variety streamer. And tonight we are playing through Rollercoaster Tycoon 2, one of the scenarios from that. And actually we're just kind of finishing up. Let me put it back on normal speed. This whole scenario was a very long one. And so it was basically 5 in-game years long, and it really doesn't take that long to complete the objectives for the scenario. So we've been just kind of taking our time and building some extra stuff in the park. So it's been pretty fun. You want bright green and not dark. Alright. Like this one? This one's a good green color, nice pastel kind of color. Almost a neon green, in a way. Doing well, practicing, really needed it. Well, good. Yeah, you've had a couple days off, so how were the practices going? Are you still in good shape, or is it taking a few times to run through it to get back that muscle memory? Let me give a shout out here. I'm sure most of you know Book by now, but if you do not, please click the link, go to his channel, give him a follow. And yeah, he is an awesome Christian streamer, awesome strong man of God. And one of the main things he streams is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, as he is working to perfect his world record speed run of the game. And yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch. Does a bit of a Bible study and reading in the beginning, and yeah, overall awesome time when you're there. Gonna head to bed. See, you get your balloon and now you're heading to bed, huh? Okay, gotcha. All right, Kathy, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. God bless you. Felt really good. Good. The balloon was a must. Yeah, once you got the balloon, then you're good. We'll have a good day tomorrow, and good luck on your test coming up. Okay, so we are actually. So I'll show you guys the scenario objective. So this park is called, or this scenario is called Mirage Madness. And the description for it is: a desert oasis has been discovered and would provide a beautiful location for a park. Transport to the oasis has been provided. We need to have 1,500 guests in the park by the end of year 5, while maintaining a park rating of at least 600. So we are well over the 1,500 guest mark. Our park rating is maxed out, and so we are just waiting to get to the end of October, and then we'll be done. But then we'll probably jump over and play some Rocket League or something else to finish out the night. So I'll give you a little tour. This is where everyone enters the park, right here. And they get to walk around this little entrance area, and there's a few shops, a couple stalls, and then they have the choice of taking either of these 2 chairlifts. There's a little monorail system thing right through here. You almost can't see it. Let's see. Turn this way. There you go. There's a little monorail system that comes up through here and then goes underground. Or, there you go, it's coming in the station there. Or they can take a underground pathway. You can kind of see them faintly walking underground here. And so they have to progress all the way across here to the oasis. And this is where all the fun is. So we've been building out the area. The game, or the scenario, started with the 2 chairlifts, the monorail, and the walkway, and then we added on from there. So we've we've added a lot of different things, lots of different coasters, shops and stalls, go-karts, thrill rides, you name it. And we're just kind of, oh, and this is a bird's eye view of the whole oasis, and we have the whole green area to fill out. And we've been just kind of filling in the last few areas here with coasters as we've been killing time. So we are just about there. But we can probably spruce things up a little bit. We can, let's see, are they down here? Yeah, they have a fun like safari Africa theme, and you can have animals and all sorts of different things, including some mining things, including TNT. But yeah, so you can stick animals in places for decoration. But yeah, it's good to see you, Book. Hope you are doing well. I'm glad to hear that your mouth is feeling better from what you had done with your tooth and everything. Let's see, what else? So are you getting back to speedrunning then tomorrow, Book? Very much good. Man, that's got to be, having something like that has got to be so rough because it's kind of out of your control. Until you can get it fixed. Normally take Wednesdays off, but I might stream for practice. Oh, nice. Well, no pressure, but that will be fun. Not quite sure what I'll be streaming tomorrow. We don't have small group this week, but we have it every other week, so next week. One of these days I'm going to get Mrs. Pickles to play Super Mario Wonder with me. I haven't quite carved out the right time to do that, but maybe I can try and work on convincing her for tomorrow or something like that. That would be fun. I've had the game borrowed from a friend for long enough. Need to play it before he wants it back. So, okay. So we'll kind of do some more like tours and stuff around the park here. And I think the one frustrating thing about this scenario is that you have different shops and stalls and ride choices to choose from when building. And there's actually a large number of different rides in the park, or in the game, that you can choose from. But each scenario is a little bit different, and they don't have all of them available to you. And this one kind of is a little bit more limited on the gentle rides, as well as the thrill rides. So we kind of had to build them a second time in different places. I usually try to avoid doing that if possible, just to keep repeat things down. But you know what? Sometimes it happens. What if we build? We got a month. What if we build a little go-kart track right here, really quick, just before the end? There's a lot of pre-build designs for a lot of the track type rides, so like the go-karts or any coaster. And then you also are free to design your own. And the way that the go-karts typically work is that you can set how many laps you want them to go. So even if you make a shorter one, that still works out. All right, and the longer you have the queue line, the more possible go-karts you can have. So we have 14. We'll turn that on. Oh, you are most welcome for the shout out, of course. It's the least I can do if you come here to raid, and I appreciate that. Thank you again for, I always appreciate when you do that. And, it's the least I could do for you guys raiding over here. Had a big group of people with you in stream tonight too. That's awesome. Okay. It's looking pretty good. Do we want to... Maybe we find a couple animals to throw in there too. What should we do? Should we do... do a giraffe? Andy gave a generous raid. That's awesome. Yeah, I got a raid last night from Jess the Mess, and I think that she had 1 or 2 raids as well during the night. So there's a large group of them. It's like, holy cow, that's one of the biggest raids I've ever seen. It's like, I tried really hard not to freak out. It's always fun though when you can raid out as well as receive raids from other people. So, all right, what other trees? Let's see. These are single trees. Fill in the gaps a little bit here. There you go. Makes it a little bit more fun. How many? Oh yeah, we should have a lot more mechanics. 6 is not enough for a park this size. We'll do that. We get a bunch more handymen here. We have my wife and I have back-to-back desks, and they have a little LED strip and a little remote to control them. And every so often, randomly, they'll just change to like the strobing multicolor setting, and it's like, I don't know if it's me clicking a lot. Maybe that's what it's doing. But it did that the other night, and we couldn't help but just laugh at it. It was really funny. Just out of nowhere, it just started strobing really fast. The rate of 90, and you played it. So cool, yeah. Yeah, there is one. I must have gotten on the front page of Rumble or something like that one day. That first night that I played Rock Band, and like, I think there's like 130, 160 people were in the Rumble stream. Only a couple people chatted, so I didn't really feel like they were all there. But it's like, what is going on? I didn't get a raid. What is bringing all these people in? It's crazy. But yeah. Algorithms are pretty weird, but yeah, if you can get on the front page, that's pretty cool. I had no idea. Someone mentioned it. It's like, I don't even know how that happens. But I won't complain, that's for sure. Okay, we are down to the last few days here. We need to find a spot for... What if we do something like this? Is this a good spot? We want a thumbnail. Let's take a picture here. We'll do that for the VOD on YouTube. Rumble is so weird with no one chatting, but so many people watching. I know, I kind of almost wonder how much of Rumble is mostly other streamers just kind of watching and supporting each other. I feel like it's not well known enough to see, like, to have enough just normal people watching. So... All right, congratulations. We have achieved the objective with a company value of nearly $1 million. Wow. That's one of the largest company values I've seen. And if this was in today's dollars, it'd probably be close to like $3 million. Okay. Put our name there. Cool. Well, that's fun. The random strobe lights is funny. I know, I kind of almost wish that you guys could have seen it too, because this time it was just my wife's desk, so it just out. Usually hers is like a purpley pink color, and I have mine as green. And hers just started going, and I can see it through the gap here. It's like, oh, surprise! So, okay. This was a good park. Worked out really well. Had a lot of fun in this one. Had a lot of good room. I just wish there's maybe just a little more variety with roller coaster rides. But all in all, it turned out really good. So we'll go ahead and save the game. And let me get things connected up. I'll leave you guys on this screen so you can at least have something to watch here. And then I will, I'll get my Xbox connected up. And then we'll switch over and play some Rocket League. How about that? So, don't go anywhere.